Here's a fun one. And it's for all of you who do not like selling. So, to sell, we need to understand why people buy. And to understand why other people buy, people who are different from you, who have different beliefs and wants and needs, a helpful and easy place to start is by getting curious and paying attention to your own buying behavior. Get to know yourself as a consumer because we are buying things all the time in our personal lives, in our businesses. We buy things that we cannot make or do ourselves or just don't want to make or do ourselves. And you will learn so much by getting curious about and noticing why and how you make those decisions. So when you spend money, why? Why did you choose this place or this person? How did you hear about it or find out about it? How do you know that you can trust it? How does it make you feel? Those are there's so many interesting ways into that. And the way we buy is so heavily tied to our identity, like how we see ourselves, how we want other people to see ourselves. And we're often pretty far removed from our own buying behavior because a lot of it is on autopilot. A lot of it is pretty unconscious. Every time you need to get groceries, you're probably not making Googling about where should I go? What should I do? You probably have a couple of go-tos that you go to. And some places that you shop or just the ways that you shop or decide to spend money, you probably had your whole life or you got from, your family of origin. So it is, I'm just going to keep saying interesting. Very interesting to dig into that and to start to notice what actually drives your own buying behavior. And once you can notice it in yourself, it's going to be easier to build on top of that to be able to get curious and empathetic with why other people buy. And one of my favorite prompts for starting to uncover this yourself is to ask yourself, what was my favorite money that I spent in the last month or the last year, whatever it is. So I do this in my business especially because it's really easy to just think you have to buy another software and app or hire a person and things just kind of get out of hand. But reflecting on it and being like, what was my favorite money that I spent? For me personally, recently, that's been hiring a graphic designer in my business. Oh my goodness. Shout out Anna Adele. It's just that improved my quality of life. And that is something I could technically do myself. Much poorer quality than hiring a professional to do it, but I could technically do that to myself. But it was worth it for me to hire someone. And it's really interesting to figure out, why I made that decision and why I trusted to hire her. And that's another big thing about buying and selling is it's about attention and trust. That's the really hard part of business. Making the thing is actually the easy part, unfortunately. The hard part is earning the attention and trust of other people to buy that thing from you. So if you can start to understand what helps build or earn your own attention and trust, you will be able to start applying that exercise to other people. So yeah, reflect on your business, reflect on your personal life. What was the favorite money that you spent and why? And how did it make you feel? And why did it make your life better in some way? Because some of our spending, it's just, we just feel like we have to do it. We're maybe not super thrilled about it, but there's a lot of our spending that you're probably pretty excited about. You go for a great meal or you go to a concert, or you get to like hire the super talented freelancer, whatever it is, and you are just so excited about that money, or you get to buy art from your favorite artist and it just feels good. Like, what does that feel like for you? And then just entertain the idea that you could be that for someone else. You could make or provide something that makes someone else that excited. You could be somebody else's favorite spending, right? So I just feel like this might be another way into the whole sales, getting better at selling conversation, because selling can feel very forced. It can feel like you're just pushing something on someone or having to convince them, even the language we use, like convert them. It just can be icky, right? But entertaining the idea that you could be providing something that people actually really want, like it would make them feel good to buy it from you because it is actually making their life better. It's, improving their quality of life in some way. So, yeah, you could be someone's favorite spending. Just think on that. Let that soak in.